Welcome everybody, Alex Jeffries here. Welcome to this video. So in this video, I'm going to be doing a demonstration showing over my shoulder, creating what we call AI-powered marketing assets that we can sell to small businesses around the globe. So let me share my screen here with you a second. So, all right, so what we're going to do today is we're going to dive into really two things: how to create and sell these AI-powered marketing assets. And like I said, I'm going to do a live demonstration of actually how to create them. I'm going to give templates and prompts to you that you can actually go and implement yourself with what you learned today. And then at the end, I'm going to teach you how to get paid up front for like selling these and build multiple streams of recurring income for selling these. Really important, recurring income. So what I want you to have from this is a real clear understanding of like, why do small businesses like need these marketing assets? Like, why are they willing to pay for them? And how do you create them? And actually, how do you price everything for good profits, right? So I want to just quickly give a shout out to one of my clients here, David. And, here's David. He said, world record, 26 new clients signed on with an average profit of $400 a month. A couple are still in trials and hoping to close them completely this week or so. All recurring payments. Great. Another 25K in the pipeline. Move the needle, right? So I always talk to him about move the needle activity, right? I'm not sharing this so much about the results he's got, which is incredible. You do the math, right? What's 26 times 400 a month? Um, 26, 26 times 400, 10,400 a month recurring if they stick, right? But he actually went from, the reason I bring this up, he went from like struggling to doing 10 in a month to 16 in a month, and then boom, 26. And now he's on a roll. Okay. And that's what I want to share with you today is the confidence of this. So what do most businesses value? Well, even if they do not know that they value this, like even if they do not want to put any focus on this whatsoever, I should say, attracting more customers, like bringing in new leads consistently and increasing the customer value, like getting customers to spend more and return more often, like businesses value these things, even if they don't want to focus on them, and most of them don't want to focus on them, they value them actually happening. Okay. In fact, most business owners want somebody else to take care of this part for them, right? Which is to me and Mike ludicrous, but that's the truth, right? Like Doug the dentist wants to drill teeth, not do marketing for his business. All right. So what can we sell these people that actually produces these results that gets them customers in the door and increases the customer value? Well, these beauties here, AI powered marketing assets. Okay. So, the question that then rises, well, which niche to enter? And, the response is go broad. All right. You don't want to just focus on dentists as an example. Not right now. You don't want to niche down at the minute. You want to focus on the business owner, okay, who recognizes that they need better marketing, but they haven't taken action, right? So they're aware of the problem. And they believe, whether it's true or not, that they're too busy to actually handle doing it themselves. More likely, they don't want to do it themselves. And they feel unsure about what needs to be done or where to even start. Okay. Like that is the mass market. The reason I put that together is like you go broad. This like most businesses, right? Like the first business I brought up as an example here, I'm going to share with you today, like boom, just straight away. It was like perfect, like a perfect prospective client. All right. So how do you identify opportunities? Well, it's really skill upgrade time. One of the most valuable skills you can develop is the ability to identify opportunities where small businesses are losing money. A lot of businesses, they don't know the money they're leaving on the table. They're not aware of the losses, okay? And when you can actually fix these issues, these small businesses will gladly pay you as Mike likes to say, a sliver to deliver. They'll pay you a small amount for doing the job for them. In other terms, they will pay you a small check because they're receiving big checks from what you do, okay? Why? Why will they pay you this sliver to deliver? Because the value you create for them far outweighs the costs of your service. Like that's what we're aiming for, okay? So the skill upgrade is to identify these opportunities, because as you start to identify them, now you start to say, okay, this is great. I'm seeing all of these opportunities to make money. That's the first thing, is being aware of them. So I'll give you an example of a yoga studio. Okay, so this is part one of the example. So yoga studios, these normally operate with a one-to-many model. Okay, so these classes take place all the way through the day. There's lots of studios around, and they have lots of opportunities of classes. And these classes take place regardless of whether only a few people show up or the room is packed. Okay. Now, however, it is very rare to see a class fully booked. There's a few that I've been to where they're packed, but the majority have never been packed. And in this competitive landscape where I live in San Diego, like most studios I observe, they're not marketing effectively. They're leaving like significant revenue on the tables. Pretty much every studio I've been to, just using this as an example. I'm doing this everywhere. I went for a meal on Friday night and I was looking at the restaurant this way, right? So many fail to reach enough potential customers. Like that's the first thing. They're failing to reach enough potential customers, and then they're failing to engage with their existing ones. Okay, like these are big areas that we can observe lack. Okay, they're not doing the job to a full potential here, resulting in missed opportunities. Now, I want to just before I come into this stat here that Mike shared with me. I do a lot of consulting for businesses, and I do profit share deals, and I take percentages of their business to add a lot more value. So I always say to the person, you're going to get more value than I'm going to receive. And what I do is when I'm giving advice, I'm always looking at the stuff I'm teaching you here, and I aim to get them their best month ever in the first month or the first 2 months of working with me. And my clients back to back have had I've just got an array of clients who get their best month ever. Okay. It isn't that I'm adding anything new to their business per se. I'm just fixing what was missing in their business, right? And so if we just look at here, on average, so this is a stat that Mike gave to me, a yoga studio customer is worth $582. And I put a star next to it because in my research, I was pulling up $1,600, right? But let's just say this number for now, 582. This makes every lead a gold mine. By the way, just on a note, Mike Marin, the AI marketing mentor, is this he's the guy. So he's right? Like 582 than me, 1600. But either way, it's a freaking gold mine, right? Now imagine you could step in and actually help this yoga studio, one, bring in more customers through the door, and then ensure these customers keep coming back and back again to increase this, right? Or to get this, right? So, or imagine that they just got their follow-up in place and you just help them bring more customers in the door. Each customer's worth 582. When you start to deliver results for businesses, you become valuable to the business, and they'll gladly keep paying you for the value that you provide. So to give you an example here, like some of my recurring clients, I did it by top customers by spend. You can see here, this customer's given me $105,000 in recurrent payments, just keeps paying me, keeps paying me, keeps paying me, keeps paying me. Why? Like, obviously they do their books every month. If you're not providing value, they remove you, right? But you can see that my customers are ticking up. They're paying me, they keep paying me each month. All right. So let me show you how we create value in the real world so people will start and keep paying you. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to hit this example website. So I come to this website and, as I start to look around, there's, straight away a button here, 125 unlimited monthly yoga here. And my point is join our list up here. So I come up here, join our list, and just join an email list to receive our emails. Okay, there's no incentive here. So I did. I went ahead and joined the email list, and there was nothing to buy. Like there was no emails, I should say. So a couple of questions that go off in my mind. First of all, it's like, how much does the customer pay? So let's just quickly go to fees. So pricing looks at single class is $25, 4 classes 85, 8 classes 150, monthly unlimited 170. We did just see just now that they're doing a special for 125, right? So that's good. They understand a little bit of marketing, right? They're doing a little special here. And we don't know how much the customer's worth to them. We could always ask the business, like, how much is it? How much are your customers worth to you? Some know, some don't. Most don't, right? Um, so as I did a bit of exploring on this website, I noticed there was no incentive to sign up. There was no email follow-up. And when I looked at the pricing page, fees, it was kind of like, it just didn't look very friendly on the eye to like buy anything from here. Little buy now button down here. Can't really understand this. Okay. So I'm really seeing that from my expertise, and I could keep going for like, etc. But there's a few things there in my findings that I could help this business with their marketing. All right. So initial opportunities found here. So first is, capturing more leads. So before making the offer to buy, I would capture the email leads. I would follow up with the leads to become a customer. I would follow up with the leads with a big offer. So, Mike said every customer's worth, $582, right? So imagine instead of getting people to pay them like $25 a pop for like 2 years, imagine we could just go and sell them like $1,000 offer, a $500 offer, like out the gate. Make these offers. And the saying goes like this: you won't make the sale if you don't make the offer. So if you don't make somebody like a big offer, they're not going to buy a big offer. So we could throw that in there as like a Brucey bonus. We could follow up the leads for repeat business. So these are opportunities that I've just quickly found in this example. So now what we're going to do is we're going to actually get into a little bit of money-making action here. So what we'll do first is we're going to create some AI-powered marketing assets for Kim's yoga business. I do believe, if I go back, I'm pretty sure. Home, about, so I go about Kim, yes. So it's about Kim and Russ. Yep. So we're going to create some. So first and foremost, we're going to get chat open. Okay, so we got ChatGPT open here. So training AI, let's just discuss training AI a second. So you're going to want to be good at knowing examples that work. This is really important. Now, we can give you examples that work to actually feed into the AI. And if you can show AI what success looks like with examples, it will then use these in the marketing assets it writes for you. So you can't expect, like, I just want to be clear so we get it. AI shouldn't be better than you at knowing what we're doing. Like, you are the master of the AI still, right? And if you understand that, like, you're going to get ahead because most people do not get it. Like, they think AI is just going to like do everything for them, right? So here's step one for this, right? We're going to get a ChatGPT. Now, again, this does not replace you. This will help you, assist you. You want to get good at starting to look for the patterns of what is good. I'm going to show you some patterns of what is good today, but you want to get good at looking for these patterns. So I use the $20 a month version of ChatGPT. If you go through marketingwithai.ai course, Mike actually talks about other versions where you can get like ChatGPT and Claude and Poe and all these other ones for like just $20 for all of them. I just use the $20 chat GPT myself. Benefits of using AI. Number one, the speed of output. Just like we can knock out a lot of stuff quickly, right? That like this is the big thing. It's like as a copywriter, I can get stuff out fast. The quality of output, like I can actually start to brainstorm ideas and I'm not just stuck on my own. The grammar, I'm not good at grammar. My spelling sucks. So just like using it, like write something and then say, hey, make this like grammatically correct, even if that is how you even say it. Making edits. Sometimes I'll show it what I've done and then I say, okay, make some edits here. Like, what would you edit? And then I brainstorm with it. Like I just brainstorm with chat. It's like that's how I use it. Okay. It doesn't replace me, right? I've been learning the skills of copywriting like way before. Like I've been learning email copywriting and sales letter copywriting for years and years and years because like back in the day I had this like epiphany. I owned an import business. and I was importing motorbikes from China and selling these motorbikes in the United Kingdom. And, you know, when I was looking at the different people selling motorbikes, some were flying off the shelves and the same motorbike in some stores wasn't. And I was like, why is the same product selling incredibly over here and not over here? And as I had mine in the, you know, in the mix, some would sell well and some wouldn't. And I realized it wasn't about the product, it was about the marketing of the product. So here I was, I owned a business that needed marketing. And I had this epiphany and I had an identity shift. Instead of owning a business that needs marketing, I now own a marketing business. I'm going to learn this skill of marketing. I'm going to sell this skill to other businesses. And that has paid off extremely well for me. So now you can like leverage AI. Like this is the ultimate advantage. It's like what would have taken you like 4 years to learn and maybe like 4 hours to apply can be done in like 4 minutes by AI. It's like wild. So here's what we're going to do. Step 2 is prompting. So now here's a prompt, and I'll give you these prompts, but this is a longer version of a prompt where we basically are going to interact with it and ask questions. Okay. So like you'll see here, it's like you will apply the copyright. Where does it say here? Okay, anytime I refer, where does it say unclear? Oh, there you go, Gene. It is your job to ask questions when you are unclear in something until you have absolute clarity, okay, to write the ad. So I'm not going to go through this version here because like it will, you know, take longer in the video, but like you will realize that you wanted to ask questions and then you would pull that information, give it, so it gives exact output, right? But now though, I'm going to just do a shorter version of the prompt. So I am going to copy this and I'm going to now prompt this into ChatGPT. So I'm going to just copy and paste. And I'm going to press enter. So if we just read what I've wrote, first of all, as it writes, I want you to become my world-class copywriter. You will be called Gene. You will learn everything about copy by studying Eugene Swart's book, Breakthrough Advertising. You will use the gained genius to write sales converting copy for me. You will use your gained genius to write copy for me. You will apply all the copywriting strategies taught in Breakthrough Advertising to write ads and produce sales for my product. Anytime I refer to you as Gene, you will take this copywriting persona. Your first task is to persuade me that you understand the job and you can do it better than anyone else on the planet. All right, so got it, Alex. From now on, when you call me Gene, I'll step into world-class copyright persona, armed with the genius of Eugene Schwartz and the strategies of breakthrough advertising to craft copy that commands attention, evokes desire, and drives action. So now ChatGPT is now read the book, Breakthrough Advertising, and has now taken on the persona of Eugene Schwartz, the author of the book, and now is ready to write from me from that lens, from that perspective, from that knowledge. Okay, this changes the output that we're going to get from ChatGPT. So, you know, boom, just basically selling me. All right, great. So I'm not going to go into all of this. You can like read into this further in the future. Okay, so now I want to prompt it again. So I'm going to call it Gene. Gene, I want you to write an email using the framework, and you will write this for. So I'm going to now. So what I want to do now is research the website. So I'm actually going to just pull everything from the website. That's just easier. I'm just going to throw that in there. I'm just going to go to like about you know, Kim and Russ. I'll pull this. I'm going to put this in there. I'm going to go to like the classes, and I'm just going to like, you know, throw this in there. Lisa knows everything. Just throw that in there as well. Perfect. Quickly. So it doesn't take long. Classes, class schedule, fees. I definitely want to throw this in there. Boom. Right. Throw that in there. Yeah, what I love about this as well, we don't need DAX, that's broken, and then you'll go home, we don't need to worry about that. Okay, so now I'm going to put this email template. So next step, use email template. So Okay, before I use the template, I'll just show you. I'm going to go back. I'm going to say, write the ad frame. So, hey, Gene, here's the next prompt. So let me go up here. So here's the research from the website. I'll do it on top. So it doesn't matter where I edit, but like here's the prompt. So Gene, I want you to write an email using the copy framework I share below. We will write this ad for, company info below to sell people come in to the studio. You'll ask questions. I'm going to remove that for the second, just so I don't have to go back and forth, but it will ask questions if it wants to research. But I'm pretty sure I'll pump out something good without that. And then I'm just going to throw this in there. All right, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put the template in. Okay, great. So I've just thrown that in there. So you see I've got the prompt, I got the template, and I just researched the website. And I'm just going to throw this to the wind for now. Just see what comes back. Now you have to remember that the company is not already using any follow-up email. So something is better than nothing. Okay. So this, this here, look, it's just like spat that out for us. Okay. So now I've given it the address and I've given it the business hours because I've cut and pasted all of that. So I could always just say, please add Kim's address and business hours to the email. So I'm just showing you me prompting and having a conversation, just, instead of me pulling it, should already be in there. And we'll move on. See, so boom, it's got the address, hours. All right, cool. So that's that. However, like, and you can have this template and use it. It's a great template. It's, by the way, it's a proven template. And if, Mike is the guy for like, templates and swipe files, like I don't know anybody better on the planet, if I'm being genuine, that knows that like what works and what doesn't. Like he pulls all of the greatest templates. So this here is a proven one that works really well. Now, I want to go a bit further though. I want to go to creating these AI-powered marketing assets. So we got this first email. So if we remember, I want to come here, join our list, right? So I joined the list and there was no email. So what I do want to do is I want to create that first email and I want to do it without the template. So I'm going to just come back into chat and I'm just going to give it a different prompt. Hey, Gene. Gene, like, thanks for that initial email. Let's create another email now for when someone opts in. They receive an email to come in to the studio for a free session. Okay. Add urgency, scarcity, limited, and really focus on the free offer benefits. All right, so I just want to give cool thing is, even if you can't spell it, does it? So now watch how good the copy comes out. So don't miss out on your free yoga session, right? Like, hey, first name, congratulations on taking your first step towards a stronger, healthier, more balanced you. Your complimentary free yoga session is ready, but spots are filling up fast. We'd hate for you to miss out. At San Diego Studio, okay, cool. It's like, all right, that's that. Now, what I can do is I can actually go and say, okay, write this as Gary Halbert. So I'm going to go back, the famous Gary Halbert copywriter. Okay, great work. You never know with the AI, like never want to be rude to it. Great work. Can you now please write this in Gary Halbert's voice? So Gary Halbert was a famous copywriter, really good writer. So your free yoga session is waiting, but not for long. Dear first name, let's get straight to the point. This isn't the average offer. This is your chance to step into the studio that's helped countless people like you build strength, find balance, and get their life back on track. And the best part is 100% free. But here's the deal: free spots don't last long, etc., etc., etc. Right? So it's just basically selling it. Click here to before spots are gone. Boom. Okay. Now I can also say great. So write this like Alex Jeffries, that marketer. Actually, you get the point, right? So let's do this, right? So we've done that. You just saw the difference in tonality, right? Now I could say, great, let's say I like this. Any of these are better, and we can work with them. I say, great job. Please create a shorter follow-up email that focus on the offer and write it. Please create a shorter follow-up email that focuses on the offer and a strong CTA, strong direct response CTA. So strong direct response call to action. Okay. So I'm just looking for a shorter email that really focuses on the benefit, and then bang, just sells this. It's like, hey, quick reminder, your free yoga sessions waiting, but spots are going fast. There's a chance to experience a life-changing benefit of the yoga studio. No strings attached. Here's what you get. Bang. Don't wait. Offer don't last. Secure your spot now. Click here, free session. Can't wait to welcome you in. Great. Right. Boom. All right. Now, I could chop this up a number of different ways and play with it, but that's good enough. They're not even doing anything. So that there is like going to start driving business so long as we fix the opt-in process. Now, the big ticket offer. Now, I wanted to give you a quick story of the two chiropractors. So I train a lot, and as I get older, I get injured more and, go to different chiropractors. And there was this one chiropractor, and he would charge me per session, and I would go to him, and then I would be too busy to go back. So I would be like, I can't go. And I would like kick the can down the road. All right. Then there was another chiropractor who, when I signed up, he sold me a $4,000 package. So instead of paying $100 a session to the one guy, this guy sold me a $4,000 package. So here I am, two chiropractors, one selling me $100, go anytime I like, and the other guy's like, okay, to start with us, it's $4,000. I signed up, I paid the $4,000. And I went all the time. I was literally popping over there multiple times a week because it was basically this unlimited package. So I'm like, screw it, I paid for it, let me go. So we want to look at that for businesses. Most businesses do not do that. This guy was really like he owns the fastest growing chiropractic chain in San Diego. Well, actually, like across America, they're blowing up. And they were called 100% Chiropractic, I believe his name. And I used to the CEO sold me, like the guy who owns the whole franchise, like sold me. He was a great salesman, and he sold me this package. And most businesses don't do that. So let's quickly knock up an email, which would be, because they're trying to sell this 125, this 145 thing, right? Let's go. How much is the full thing? Like their fees? So the highest level is 1750. So it's like less than half price. So we want to go for this here. Like, so please write an email to sell our highest package with 50% discount if they join by the end of the month. And I'll just show, show all of the prices again, just throw it in there. Here's the rest of their prices. But I really want to write one email that sells the most expensive one, making it look like a massive deal and with a clear call to action. There you go. And it's well, actually it's put the price down to there 875, which is a mistake. So this is why, it's great. I made a mistake. Okay. You just want to look at it. I'm glad this has happened. So see, this is the thing that I give it the information. It isn't that, it's 1250 per class on average. So the way I prompted it was wrong, even though I had the information. So, or the way that I interpreted it. So the annual unlimited pass world is this, not that. That. So annual is that, which is better than the 25 per session. Okay. All right, let's see what it does. Now, again, I could go into, like I'm not really going to go into a copywriting class right now, but I see plenty of areas here that I could like shorten this, punch this up. I could give it life. However, like this is good enough. They're not even doing this, right? And I feel like, 5, 10 more minutes on this would be worth thousands to their business. Now, another thing that we could do would be, I'll actually write this and say, oh, write this, write that as Gary Halbert. No, Alex Jeffries. All right, I'll get as that's writing. I'm gonna come over here. So I could do a 30-day, I could do a 30-day like activation series. So like I could do two. I could do one for like getting the first customer through the door. And if somebody comes back, if somebody's a customer, getting people to come back. So just look at this big ticket one first. So this is written as me, stop overpaying for yoga. This is the deal you've been waiting for. Let's cut to the chase. You're still paying 25 a class. Stop seriously overpaying. Right now you can get unlimited yoga. Just that's, boom. And I could come up with, once you understand offers, which we're not going to get into now, but we'll teach you in other classes, I would just restructure the offer a little bit different and it would look even better, more enticing. But you can just see like this is pumping out great stuff, right? Please write two things. One, a 30-day email follow-up to get somebody in for their first session, free session. Number two, a 30, now go back to Gene, just go bang Gene. And then number two, a 30-day email follow-up to our existing customers to come back for another session. Right? So now, as we sit here, this thing's now going to write us 60 emails. Like, we notice you haven't taken advantage of your free yoga session. So Mike's really good with the stats. And, you know, when you go into marketing with AI course, you'll see all of the stats about email follow-ups and how many businesses actually don't follow up and how much business is made when you do follow up. So by simply just having this set up, boom. Right? It's time for your next yoga session. Oh, wait a minute. Why is that only done 2? Interesting. Okay. Maybe I again, let's go back to the prompt. Okay, so I have to say, okay, write 30 emails or, you know, so again, I'm glad these are happening right now so you can actually just see how I'm working with it. And boom, I'll just use that one as an example. You just see it kicking off in the background then. So let's carry on. All right. Now what we could do here as well is we could actually just do something off, you know, not just emails, but I could go, well, look, this page is pretty bad, to be honest with you, right? I'm going to be fair and kind and not say too much. And what I'd love to do now is be able to take this stuff and give it to Kim, right? Just get all this stuff and like send it to her as a gift. So this is writing the emails, short emails as well, actually. Look at that. Interesting. I mean, they're short, but you know, with templates, like I said, you know, when you actually put, you know, templates in, you're going to get, you know, really good stuff out. So what you put in is what you get out. So I've just been throwing it around right now, showing you actually like quite a few things. So let me move on though, because you can see though it's just like producing, and it can produce even better than this. Let's go here. I would like you to rewrite this page for Kim. This pricing page on the website. Okay, sweet. So scroll down, it's done the 30 emails. And there you go. So I could take this here and you will see how just the structure of it looks a lot cleaner than this. And I haven't even read the words yet, but just the structure of it looks much better. All right. So that's that. We can always give that as a gift. We'll talk about. Okay, moving forward, number 6, hiring installers if needed. So if you don't know how to deliver the service yourself, you can actually delegate the work to somebody for pennies on the dollar. So whether it be somebody actually writing the emails for you or somebody actually installing the emails for you. So I would recommend writing them. And, you know, I'm really glad that you saw, you know, here some really good stuff like be populated and some errors. I'm really happy that happened. In fact, when I learned paid advertising a few years ago, like, you know, on Meta and Instagram, my mentor who was teaching me said to me, I hope everything goes wrong. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, and I was investing thousands of dollars a day on the ads at the time we were running them. And he was like, yeah, this is actually what we want to see happen is things go wrong. And I'm like, why? Like, what do you mean? He said, well, if things go wrong, I get to show you what I'll do to fix them. And otherwise, you'll never know what to do. And I was like, great. So as things started to go wrong, that was a perfect time for me to learn. All right. And, you know, he mentored me through that process to the point where, you know, I've invested a lot of money into ads, and I'm very confident doing it. So back to the hiring the installers, you could just always use this script. Oh, my tech guys will install it for you, no extra charge. Don't worry about it, right? So you're just using it as value, and you can just come to like Upwork. Over here, Upwork here, and if I were to put into Upwork, go high level, let's just say that you'd speak to the client and they're using this service. Like, here's somebody for 20 bucks an hour, 45 bucks an hour, 20 bucks. It's like this guy here does like funnel automation for 20 bucks an hour, like in installing a few emails shouldn't take more than an hour or two, right? Like, we're talking 20 bucks or so, right? But that, for that 20 bucks, like, you're adding so much more value to this person. Like, you're getting the emails written and then installed into their system. Because a lot of people, they don't know like how to do this stuff. And you may not know how to do it. So you can hire people to do it. Like, as an example, I'll do a future training for you. But as an example, I actually, last year, I was selling $15,000 marketing campaigns. Okay, so people will buy them from me for $15,000. And I used AI to write them for me. And then I paid somebody that I found $300 to install it for me. So the customer ended up with this thing fully installed into their business, and they were so happy with it. I can't install the thing into their business. I'm not that skilled in that area, but I understood that I could pay somebody to do it, and I paid somebody $300 to do it, and then I was paid 14,700 myself, the leftover of the 15,000, right? So you can always hire installers for pennies on the dollar, right? 20 bucks to get somebody to install it for you, right? Done properly. So next, let's move on to actually finding these clients. I call them core 4 clients. So these are people who they need it, okay? They need like these emails as an example, because they're not following up with businesses. And we know that the more you follow up with somebody, the more likely they are to buy from you, okay? So they need it, but they have a blind spot to it. And at this point, they have a blind spot. Maybe they don't even know that they need it. It's what we call they don't know what they don't know. So they may not be wanting it just yet, but they need it. That's important because, a lot of marketers will sell you what you want, and that's it. We'll sell you what you want and then give you what you need. Okay, like that's like the important thing. There has to be a need underneath it. So they need it. Great. Okay. So like Kim needs it. Perfect. She may not know she needs it. She may have a blind spot. Okay, that's fine. I'm okay with that. Now, next, they don't want to do it. Like, they don't want to be doing this stuff themselves. Like, if I use Kim, and I don't know Kim, but I'm just using her as an example. More than likely, Kim loves yoga, loves teaching yoga, and doesn't want to learn marketing and do her marketing. And from looking at the website, that's what I get. So she's most probably ignoring it. Okay. And then it comes to Kim may be in market, may not be in market, but finding a core 4 client, they would rather pay money to fix it themselves than do it themselves. So they would pay money to fix it using capital as leverage. Okay, like people are, yeah, I'll take you. People pay for their marketing to be done, right? And these people, they want results, not process. So they don't care if it's AI or not. You could tell them it's AI. You don't have to tell them it's AI. They don't even care. They just want the results, right? And when I say results, meaning that they want to see their content online, their emails, being produced, sales happening. That's what they want to see. Now, opportunities for this are everywhere. You just need to look at the world through this new lens moving forward. So as you go about your day moving forward, start asking yourself, like, who's slacking with their online marketing? Like, as you look at businesses, are they failing to engage with customers on social media? Are they lacking follow-up systems for their leads? Are they aware that they have this problem? Are they aware of the money they're leaving on the table? Like, these are really good questions to think about as you're looking at businesses. Because when you identify these gaps, like I'm looking for them all the time, like it's golden ticket to print cash. right? Now, every single business with poor or inconsistent marketing is a potential client waiting for somebody like you to step in and provide them support to their existing business. They are waiting for somebody to show up. The cavalry, where are they? Please, somebody come and save me, right? Like that's most businesses when it comes to marketing. So by training yourself to spot these opportunities, you will never run out of potential clients. Like, so again, training yourself to spot the opportunities is a skill in its own. Now, let's look at entry-level sales. So a super low friction way to actually sell is by leading with value. So this is a great way to actually get you practice of creating value and delivering value, right? So here's like a message I quickly knocked up to Kim. It's like my input was this, right? Like, hi, I was looking at your studio, went on your website, Steve needed better marketing. I wrote a little something for you as a gift for all the hard work you do. I'm a digital marketer and love helping small businesses on the side. There's plenty of opportunities to help you, but I hope this little gift here helps you convert some more customers. So I just like quickly knocked up like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines, right? And I prompted that into ChatGPT, and this is what it spat out for me. A little gift to help your studio shine. Like, so look at mine. Like, look how bad mine is. Look how good this is. Okay, what's really important is my input wasn't the best. I prompted, I've given it, context. It's now produced me something better. And hopefully, because I'm aware, and hopefully you're aware, you're like, obvious, you're aware that this is now good output. So let's read this. A little gift to help your studio shine. Hey, Kim. I was browsing your studio website and couldn't help but admire all the amazing work you do in building a thriving yoga community. Running a small business is no small feat, and I wanted to share a little something to support your efforts. As a digital marketer, I specialize in helping small businesses grow, and I love offering a helping hand where I can. So I took the liberty of writing a piece of marketing copy for your website. It's my way of saying thanks for all the hard work you put into your studio. Just a small gift, but I hope it helps convert more visitors into customers and brings even more people into your wonderful class. Wish you continued success. Best regards, your name, contact info. P.S. I'm happy to refine or expand on the copy if you like. It's all part of the gift. Okay. So what I'm doing here is I'm leading. So this is what we're looking at is entry-level sales. What I'm looking for here is just to use number one, a great way for you to practice creating value, and number two, and delivering value. Again, delivering value, right? So what we're doing here is we're just working with the law of reciprocity. We've practiced creating something. We've now crafted a message and we're sending the message and we're looking, do we get a response from Kim? Nothing really selling in here apart from goodwill. Kim may come back and say, thank you so much. Thank you for the email. But because I could just literally have, forgot all of this. Don't worry about all of this. I could have just gone with this very first email. What was it like? It was the second one, I believe, like this here. And I could send that to her as a gift. And she may respond and say, oh, my gosh, this is amazing. Thank you. But do you know how to install this? I've been struggling with how to do this for ages. Yeah, my tech guys can install it for you, no extra charge. Right? Now, you could charge them if you wanted to get it installed. Like you say, I get my tech guy to do it for like $20. But like, I would cover the charge. I'd cover the $20 because then Kim would be like, oh my God, that was amazing. Thank you so much. Like, how much goodwill have you given? And she'd say, like, what else can you do? Well, we'll move into that. So that's pretty much like, basic entry level sales, right? Like, all right. So let's look at transitioning from marketing to sales here. So from this day forward, I want you to have this newfound awareness of everything marketing and sales related when it comes to your online business. So if you interact with business owners and you start asking questions to them, you start interacting with them as if you are somebody with a skill set, like AI powered marketing assets, like what I'm showing you here, somebody is going to start asking you, like, what do you do? Okay. Like, what do you do? And bingo. When this happens, we have interest. Okay. This is what you want to repeat. This thing here, repeat this. You want people to be like, so what do you do? Tell me about what you do. All right. So, not to go off on a tangent right now, but Jay Abraham taught me a very good lesson. Marketing genius Jay Abraham taught me a great lesson many years ago. He said, when you are interested in people, you become interesting. Okay. So as long as you're showing them interest and you're interacting about their business, asking questions, and I could go to Kim and I could be like, Kim, like, did many people join your mailing list? Because like I joined, I didn't get an email, and like, are many people buying off the website? Because I'm not seeing the button looks like hidden, and I'm asking these type of questions. Like, oh well, no, what do you do? Like, okay, boom, I got interest. Now, so look out for this. Even if you don't know how to answer this is the first thing. Bingo. There's a good bingo there. Now, what we want to work towards is being prepared and confident in your response. So I'm not saying you're going to be there right now, but I just make an awareness for you right now that you want to work towards being prepared and confident in your response to when somebody says, what do you do? So here's a confident response that you could work on, right? Step one, you want to start with value. So I help small businesses get more customers by creating and installing AI-powered marketing assets for them. Shut up. Or you can remove AI. I help small businesses get more customers by creating and installing virtual marketing assets for them. Don't have to tell them it's AI done, right? Or if you want to align with your integrity, because like a lot of people starting out, they haven't done this before. You say, I've recently started helping small businesses get more customers by installing AI powered marketing assets for them, right? Step two, you can ask curious questions after this. So once you make a statement, like shut up, and they're going to ask you things. And I'll tell you this. Here's another really good negotiation tip. The person who's asking the questions is in control of the conversation. So if somebody asks you a question, you're kind of not sure what to say, you'd be like, that's a really good question. What's the reason for asking that? Or you could say, that's a really good question. Let me ask you this question first, right? And you could just then answer the question with a question. So here's some transition questions. Like, are you currently building a mailing list? You want to know, is that business building a mailing list? Yes or no? The next question could be, like, would you say your marketing is the best it can be? So I'm speaking to a business owner, like, so what do you do? It's like, oh, well, I help small businesses get customers by creating and installing AI-powered marketing assets for them. It's like, wow, what is that? It's like, oh, that's our proprietary methodology we use to work with small businesses. But let me ask you a quick question. So are you building a mailing list? Yeah. Are you doing email marketing? Yeah, a little bit. Would you say your marketing is the best it can be? No. All right, bingo. The aim is to receive a no response. When this happens, we now have a prospect, like core four. And I could dig into it further. This is not sales training. But a simple move would be offering help. Well, no? Oh, well, I'd be happy to take a quick look for you if you'd like. Sure. Okay, great. Move to step four, schedule a time and date on the spot. All right, cool. Let's lock down a time now because my schedule's pretty busy. Does let's say Wednesday afternoon work for you? Wednesday, 2 p.m.? Brilliant. We'll hop on Zoom. All right, sweet. Locked in a deal. Now, the note here is that conversations should ultimately move towards pricing. That's kind of where we should be moving all of our conversations. And this is a real leverage point. Being confident with your response to the pricing question, because here you go, ladies and gents. They need to feel confident to part with their cash. Like, that's why I put this in green of the whole document. Somebody needs to feel confident to part with the cash. So this is leverage right here. So let's look at sales. Let's get into sales a little bit here. So at its core, sales comes down to one simple truth. The people only buy when they believe it is a fair deal or a better than fair deal. Now, anytime that somebody buys where it's not a fair deal or better than fair deal, they're looking at it like charity. Okay? So money will exchange when somebody thinks it's fair or they're getting the better deal. So your job, which I think you should be happy to hear this, your job is to simplify the message and make your offer so clear that anyone can see its value immediately. Like, as an example, yeah, I could take care of, you said that you're not following up with all of those leads that are joining from your social media and nobody's following up with them. I can write the copy and set up the automations and actually have those people followed up with automatically. And I can, manage and nurture that for you. No problem. Take that off your plate. Like, what would that be worth to you? And then you can show them what the deal is worth. Then you could highlight the benefits outweigh the cost, leaving no doubt in their mind. They'd be like, well, I think I'm losing thousands of dollars a month from this. This is crazy. Like, I'm sure I'm losing thousands and thousands, right? So that's just a brief, like I've done, 3-day events. I can share with you some of this in the future, but like I've done 3-day events where people pay, anywhere from 4,000 to 36,000 just to come in and watch me teach sales. So I'm going to just, at its core, I hope you got that there. Now, when people understand what they're getting and they feel confident that it's great value, saying yes becomes the easier of two decisions to make. Okay? Because they can say yes or no. They could say yes, no, or maybe. We don't want a maybe. We want a yes or a no. And if we do this here, which I just shared with you, the more likelihood of getting a yes becomes higher. Now, payments. Let's quickly touch on this. So payments. I and myself and Mike have had many conversations around this. We recommend selling recurring payments out the gate. You are either renting or you are producing ongoing. So renting would be, I'm going to create a email sequence and I'm going to install it into the business and I'm going to oversee it. I'm going to manage it. So I'm just going to make sure this thing is functioning. I'm renting them an asset. So I don't have to keep writing emails. I've created it, I've installed it, and I'm managing it. That's renting. Or I could say, I will produce. Every month, I will produce 8 emails per month and send them to, your subscribers, right? But either way, we want the payment to be recurring. Okay, great. Once we get the foot in the door, now, side note, we can always get our foot in the door with like other things. We can do one-offs. Like we could say, yeah, we'll rewrite your website for you, Kim. Like, what would it take me to rewrite this website? Like, an hour with ChatGPT. And I could say, a one-off payment and charge it for that, and then go to upsells. But recommended always going for the recurring up front. Like, if you get everyone on recurring, it's really good business model. Okay. In my life, there's been times I haven't done it, and I have done it, and I look at my money, I'm like, whenever I've had recurring, it's like been the best for me. So recurring upsells. So you want to now go, for an example, let's just say we sold them ongoing email content. So that's like the first thing we're selling to the business. We could offer them an upsell to do their social media content for them. We could make a one-piece user template, make a piece of social media content, say, hey, I looked at your social media, I wrote this for you. Like you could post and here's the image used with AI and here's the content. And I think this would be great to get people from your social media to become a customer. And also we do this as a service if you'd like to hear more about it. They're like, they're already using you for the email content. Yeah, sure. Nice gift. That was amazing. Demonstrating value up front. Yes, I'd love to hear more about this. And then you make them an offer. Now you got the same customer giving you 2 recurring payments. You can also do website content for them, like articles, like inside of our training, leveraging AI. Mike give an example of the $9 million article, and then he templated that and how to use that as a template to post online. So imagine using proven examples and proven templates of website content that drives customers, like, and then publishing that. So that's basically, this is what we call on-site content. You could be doing this every single month for them for recurring. 250 a month, 500 a month, 750 a month, 300 a month, like, now you can have multiple recurrence. Then there's off-site content, articles being posted in places, right? And again, you can just write them with chat, and you can literally come to Upwork and hire somebody on Upwork to publish articles, right? So $15 an hour. So you could write a bunch and say, hey, how many could you publish in an hour? Right? Do it yourself, or for $15. Now I got a load of articles published. Also, Mike has a bag of tricks. So, you can actually, there's many other things that Mike teaches to sell, but the point here is recurring upsells. All right, hope I got that across. So recurring payments, recurring upsells, and then the big one, get multiple clients. Don't sleep on this. Don't get one and just have one client. Like, you got to get multiple clients. So you've got to have multiple clients paying you recurring, and then upselling them multiple recurrings, right? That is like how you want to get paid. Inside of the training, obviously, Mike teaches about, setting up the merchants, that you've got to be like ready to accept money. But that's the payments we recommend. So recapping, literally by stepping in and helping people, you're already making a big difference. Like, I just want to be clear about this. You just saw, a few minutes of me writing here in front of you. And if I now send these to Kim, which I'll send her a message because I got her contact details, and I'll send this stuff across to her, like, this can make a difference to her. And by adding the value, that gets her attention into, could you do more of this for me? Could you help me with this? Can you help with that? The more you focus on delivering value, the more valuable you become. Like, I hope that is the main thing that you take out of this today, is that you become more valuable, that you have these awarenesses now that I spoke about, this understanding of inputs and outputs and editing, and how you focus on this, you become more valuable. When you become more valuable, you can help more people. And the more people you help, the more you will be rewarded financially and professionally. It is really a simple cycle. Help others, create value, and watch your own success grow. A lot of people, they've heard the saying before, given you shall receive, help others, and, you will get everything that you want, right? Like, we've heard these sayings, but like, how do you do it? Well, today we went through this training. This is how we do it. I hope you enjoyed the demonstration of creating AI-powered marketing assets that we can sell, that are valuable to the businesses. You can see my client here. And David, look, this guy here, he only paid me $15,000, right? I just want to be clear about something here. Like, this guy paid me $15,000, David, and I kicked his butt a bit. Like, I really helped him because he was going a bit slower than he should have, and, procrastinating. I kicked his butt. And he's like, boom, world record, 26 new clients at $400 each. That's like 10,400 a month right there. Another 25K in the pipeline. Like, this is going to grow and grow and grow and grow. And two of the things I'm helping him focus on is, one, marketing and selling, and three things I'm helping him with: marketing, selling, and delegating the delivery, AI, and, a VA to take care of everything. And to scale this, just, I'll end on this note. Like, you can do this as a one-man band, but to scale this, you just need one part-time VA to support you. I have one person supporting me. Mike has one person supporting him. David has one person supporting him. So hope you enjoyed this. I'd love your feedback on this. And yeah, it's Alex Jeffrey sign out. I want to say peace and love. Ciao for now, and over and out. See ya. Bye-bye.